Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and welcome to another episode of my V8 Supercar Mastery series. This is season 1 of 2015, and this is of course week 1, and we are at Oran Park. And this is a track that I have actually only run once before, and I've run it in the Global Challenge back when I was D-Class. So it's been a while since I've run this track, and to be honest, like, I know the turns, I know the track, but it's very much like a track that I've never run before. And Tim, this is the first time that Tim has ever run, and you're gonna get a chance to see our spiffy new paint jobs for the Ford Falcon right now during this video, because we follow each other for this, for the most part, for the first 3 laps or so of this practice session. But so anyways, for Tim, he's never raced here before. For myself, I've raced here once before, but it was in a front-wheel drive car. And so what I have noticed is, kind of like with last season, the things that I was doing, my approach to this particular track is the same as, you know, the approaches that I've had for other tracks, where I would have this sort of muscle memory, is sort of already ingrained knowledge, ingrained muscle memory on this track. And it was kind of hard to break some of that, the habit that I had. I mean, it was hard, but on the other hand, it wasn't, because it's been so long since I've run here. And, you know, I'm more familiar with the V8 Supercar now, going into, you know, my second season. Even though I'm still really considering this like my rookie year, just because of the fact that, like, last season was a short season and this season's a full-on, you know, 12-week season. So it's like in sports, like preseason and then the regular season. So like the 6 weeks. The 6-week season we got last season was kind of like a preseason, you know. It's just like testing the water, you know, am I going to enjoy racing with this car, and you know, getting sort of the kinks worked out. And then this is like it. This is prime time. This is a real deal. So that's kind of how I feel. So for this track specifically, what problems am I having? There's a couple of parts on the track that I know, a couple of corners that I'm having a problem with. Every now and again, and actually, here's my thing, before I get into that, here's my thing about this track. I can't seem to be consistent on this track, and I don't know if you guys are the same way. This is a track that it's really difficult, and it's really difficult for me to maintain consistency, and that was kind of a theme last season too. But I think towards the end of the season, I got a little bit better at maintaining consistency, just sort of becoming more consistent. With this track, though, it's a problem. Like, I could run one lap, and this happened in my 2 races. Like, I raced on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I don't know if I'm going to get another race in. I'd like to get a race in on Sunday if possible. And I've actually run, because my last video that I posted about this, I actually ran the Holden on Tuesday and Thursday, and I ran the Ford Falcon on Friday. Anyways, I hope to get in one more run, hopefully Sunday night at, I don't know, I think it's like midnight my time is when the strength of field race is. I'd have to go look again. But I hope to get one more run in so I can test out some things, because I found another setup, because I was given a setup from Tim, and he got it from the GRA forums. And so I found another setup on the GRA forums, and that setup really allows me to get on the power more aggressively without running the risk of just flying off the track and dying. So I do want to try to get in one more run, but like, even during the practice sessions where I was trying this new setup, it still wasn't producing the lap times I was hoping for. The lap times were still consistent. So I know for myself, like, this corner is a problem. I just can't seem to get through it. It's a problem for Tim as well, as you can see, but I can't seem to get through it quickly. I've watched some of the hot laps, and it's just like I'm doing everything that these guys are doing, just not as fast. So this corner is also right here. This is a corner that I've had kind of some problems with. Sometimes I hit it, sometimes I don't, and right now I'm not hitting it. But other than that, I mean, it's a really weird track. It's bouncy. It's I don't want to say dangerous, but I mean like the races that I've been in so far, that there are some people, they're way more aggressive than I would expect on a track like this. Really difficult. And actually, you know what, to be honest, that shouldn't surprise me, because in my iRacing experience, tracks that are inherently difficult to pass on usually result in really overly aggressive passes. You know, just like these passes that they otherwise wouldn't make, just because like people understand that this is a hard track to pass on, and so they force passes, and that usually ends up in incidents happening. And you know, myself and Tim were sort of victims of that during this week. Tim especially, because this guy like blatantly just ran him over last night during the Friday race. But anyways, that's where I stand right now. I've been reading the forums, and it seems like I'm not the only one that has problems sort of with this track, this inconsistency in the track. And as from what I understand, a lot of people are unhappy with this track as well. So it's quite interesting that that's the case, just because I wouldn't have thought. I mean, I don't hate the track, but I'm not in love with the track. It's just a really difficult track. And I mean, it's like I said, it's not bad, it's not whatever, but it's just difficult. And that's really what it amounts to. And so anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I shall talk to you later.